this is the rectangular marquee. I can change, I can make a shape. In normal mode, which is up here, I can make whatever shape I want, right? In fixed ratio, I can set, I want it 7 wide and 5 high. It doesn't matter what the units are, it's got to stick to, that's 5 to 7. So, which is helpful when you're wanting to print a 5x7 photo. You can say, alright, I want that detail there, right? And then I can just go to the image and crop, and it chops it down to that.
Okay, that's cool.
The other thing is, within that marquee tool, you get other shapes. So you can also change that to a circle.
Okay.
So I could do a copy of that section. I could make a new. I'll just make a new thing, and it's already saying preset clipboard. If I paste that in, oops, that didn't come nicely. Oh, it's probably because I was in the wrong layer. Yeah. So on this one, if I hit copy there, because I was only getting that bit up there, and then make a new clipboard, and I paste that in, I can get a circular grab of that thing. Then I could export that as a TIFF or a PNG, depending on where I want it to be, to get a transparent edge around that graphic. PNGs and TIFFs work in pages. So you could have insert a circular image into a document. So that's what that marquee tool does. This is a move tool. So here, with that circle done, I could actually just pick up that part of the image and move
put it in anywhere. Okay, cool.
That's the polygonal lasso. I can make a.
Your name and your father's name will forever be associated with this.
Cut it out.
So I can cut things out. Copy. I can move it. I can select that area. I can erase it.
That's how we go to that's how we go into the.
I can do all kinds of things there. All right. Magic wand. I can go and select part of a color depending on what the sensitivity is set. In the tolerance here, I can turn that up or down. So right now I've got.
Because they're not education.
I can select a color.
Great schools are built on great education.
I can hold the shift key down and select multiple things at the same time.
Not on having a slightly better website than the competition down the road.
So I can grab more parts of this tuxedo if I wanted to.
Greater participation. Allowing for, if you want to be an embassy school, I'm sorry, but embassy school have embassy representatives.
So you get the idea. I can copy, paste, whatever. So that normally works really well for backgrounds if you've got an even background color. This is your crop tool. So this is independent of the marquee tool, but it's nice because it gives you the rule of thirds grid view. And I hit the enter key, and it's
there
in.
It is. Lid on top. So when it goes bad, it stays in the bag.
All right.
Well, no, I'm about to eat the other half of it, but I didn't even know about that.
So I'm just going in, undoing that crop, so I get back to my original.
Oh.
All right. I'm zooming back out again. Sorry. Be nice. Alright, so that was a crop tool. This is the eyedropper tool.
What?
It allows me to select a color and put it on my color palette. So if there's something I want, let's say if I want that pinky color up in there, that's added that now to my color palette. So let's say I wanted to grab my type tool, which I haven't shown this, and doing this out of order.
Now it's going to cyst on it.
Oh, God.
I've got that jazz word there going on.
I'm just so relieved.
That comes in on the layers palette
I'm sorry you got
on its own layer.
Holy crap.
I just did a Control T for a free transform. I can move around. I hit the enter key and it'll render that.
Yes.
I can also, with that going on, I can double click on the T. It highlights the text. I can go up here and I can pick out different fonts.
And then I walked around, walked past you weren't in here. I'm going.
Wow.
Alright. On that same thing, I can go back into those layer styles again.
She wasn't there.
And I can make a, let's just make
And then
a,
they thought I had tumours.
I'll make a drop shadow,
What's wrong?
just for giggles. But all these different ticks you can play with them until you get the effect that you like. I can make a drop shadow that's big, small.
Now it's all up and only.
Yep, good.
So I don't even get any more pain now because it's just a broken shoulder.
Just a broken shoulder.
No,
That's all it is.
that's all it is.
So right now I've got a drop shadow on the letters jazz, and that's still editable as a text item.
And there's
Alright, so anyway, I was up here, I got sidetracked. That's the eyedropper tool. This is the spot healing brush, so that's a patch tool that was set. The healing brush is interesting. Let's just say I go back on my background copy and I zoom in.
Art took your requisition for your thing down to.
I tried, and then I handed it back to her. So you see how he has a little bit of spots and acne or whatever. The spot healing, I can click on the spot.
Yeah, Tech Way, we're a pretty good department.
I heard. I spread that on myself.
Yeah, well, you can say it.
I can hold the option key to select a part of the skin that's clean.
I wouldn't say that.
But we're pretty good.
It's pretty good.
And I copy that skin
Well,
texture.
that's what Steve Gathered said. It was nice.
Pretty good.
He said, you're a pretty good department. So that's
So if I've got little spots there,
So he said, yep, well, we've been looking for that motto.
Okay.
so I can clean up.
It's catchy.
Yeah.
Hang on.
So I can actually improve his complexion. I can also kind of blanket an area. Sometimes that's a little
Alright,
bit
what's going on?
too harsh.
There's this thing, a club that I do called Highlights, and it's a publication that goes out with the report cards at the end of each semester.
Yep.
But you have to be careful with these things because you can
little bit of
overdo
an
it
issue
too.
with one of our students getting
But
photographs.
just with
So
that,
if I was a teacher,
the couple of little blemishes that were there
applied that
get
to
tidied up.
for where I could find photographs
So
a little bit beyond
there's
my
other types
comprehension.
in there,
It's not the
but you can
I
do
can
that.
look at those ones with the detailed.
Yeah.
Your crew,
This is your standard paintbrush.
slew of photos and movies that can
Yep.
be found on the server for your crew to choose.
You can
Once
also
it's there-
change
Once on the server, students search for Trotter,
size,
Public,
hardness.
and Eco G 2013.
You can also change the brush type.
Okay.
So
Yep.
that's pencilish.
So,
Crayon.
So you need help getting to the server.
Sweetheart, I wouldn't have a clue.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
Right. Okay.
You can get different shapes, and you can actually create your own shapes as well. Not going to go into all that right now,
Okay.
but I can go back into those brush tools and I can get rid of them. Alright, so brush tool. This is the clone stamp, but you can also use a pattern stamp as well. The clone stamp,
He's on
I can
experiential ed.
zoom out a little bit here.
Oh. It's like a
And let's just say, I don't know why I'd want this, but
Go on into this. All right,
let's
now
say I
you
want to give him a third eye, so I can hit the option key, I can click on his eye, I can put it in the middle of his forehead, and now he's looking like he belongs in a Star Wars film. Okay?
Alright.
So you can, it's a lot like the healing brush, and it's actually the predecessor to the healing brush. The healing brush is a little bit more forgiving.
Okay.
I used to use the clone tool for removing out bad skin. This is the history brush, and there's also the art history brush. Honestly, I don't use them.
Okay.
I haven't really played with them that much. That's your eraser. They also have a background eraser tool and a magic eraser tool. I'm a little old school. I still stick with the standard eraser, but those are something to explore.
Okay.
This is the paint bucket. So the paint bucket allows me to, once we just grab go to my layers palette. If I make a new layer, I can tip a color in, and that's the whole layer. I could also grab a marquee tool, and I could use my paint bucket, and I can tip a color in. But if I'm on my background layer and I tip, I tip in a color, things get in the way. So you have to be normally for the paint bucket to work well, you normally need to be on a clean layer. And it works best for selecting something. So if I go back in and get rid of my paint bucket. Alright, so paint bucket does that, but you also have your gradient tool here as well. So I can create a fade. These are modified through things like this. But that's that layer here that we're looking at. Again, gradients work best from like the paint bucket on a clean layer. So layers work like a sandwich, but it's on top. You see first, so they work down vertically. I can transform that layer, and I could. So I can adjust that transparent fade that it did before too. I can notice that there's a little issue there with.
How's the easiest, quickest way to just look at a few photos
There's a little hard edge that was there. It's not how I normally do a vignette though. Anyway, so that's the gradient tool. I haven't played with the 3D material drop tool much. This is the blur tool, sharpen tool, and smudge tool. Alright, smudge tool is kind of nice because you can. Of course, now it's gonna. Of course, maybe I can play with the strength of something I want to smudge.
Oh, nice.
Oh, it's also not smudging because it's. Alright, I need to change the size of my smudge. Then we'll actually be able to see what's going on. Alright, if I go back in here and I make a big smudge. That's one of the problems that comes when you use a big brush. I'm actually smudging. You see how the transparency is actually getting darker as I go up. But so I was smudging that transparent layer. Come on. There. Sorry, I was having problems getting it off. Well, that's just my Mac playing nice.
Neither mine would work.
So now I'm having problems with my.
So, sorry to interrupt you, Steve. This is a
Mac doesn't want to go back, so it's probably no point in doing things. So I'm just trying to get out.